Alright, CSS battle time. Borders and dots. Alright, that's kind of cool. So this could be a single box shadow, or a single element, right? That's here with the box shadow over, and you could just do two box shadows to make the blue and the white. You know, we could do a box reflect as well, and then I could just have the circle would be another element. That circle needs to go on top, and again it can be the box shadow, a white one and then a blue one. And if we just variabilize the position, no, that doesn't work. Deciding if I want to do a box reflect or do box shadow or just two elements. Because if this element has the same styling as this one, that's really easy. That would require a position fixed, though, I'm pretty sure. At least with, if I make this its own element and we have border radius on this, it can be the same border radius. So it can inherit the border radius. We don't have to write that a second time and it'll be fine. Because it's so small, that much of a border radius will be over 50%. So it'll be a circle. Alright. I'm just weighing options, and what I need to do is just start building and see what problems I run into, you know? And oh, let's not do that. I want to just do that. Okay. Might just do the box shadow. I mean, I could probably do it all with HTML and body, but I think I'm going to put a p tag in there. I'd have to write box shadow twice. Maybe I don't do box shadow. Okay, something that you can do. Ooh. I have an idea. This is a wild one, and I don't know if I can pull it off. But it's to style the HTML element. You don't shrink it down or anything like that, but you style it the way you want, and then you do your box shadows and just move them where you need them to be. So let's say border radius 20 pixels, right? I think it's something like that, but let's see if I can make this work. How am I going to do this? So I've seen it where it's David Codelessa. I look at his solutions sometimes, and he's the one who did it, and I'm trying to remember how he did it. Because if we just say offset, you know, like a direction, I think I have to margin it down first for this to work. Let's go margin 50. Don't need a pixels on there. Let's just do that and let's see what we get. We're gonna go, let's say left first, negative 50, no, 20 pixels, just so we see something. And then, and let's give this a background. pink. All right, there we go. We'll be able to see things now. And 0. Okay, great. I have something. So if we actually margin the HTML up and then we move our box shadows down, that's how we'll end up seeing it. So our top, we want to have 0. Our left and right can be like 50. It doesn't need to be much. And then it's our bottom. It needs to be less than that, like 150. All right, there we go. So we're going to have, it's only 300 tall, so that'll be about right. What I might have to do is actually do like -20 there, so we get a little more height on this, and then 170, so we have clearance for the whole shape. But now what happens is if we do 100 pixels there, 150, there we go. You see what I'm getting at here. It doesn't really matter what our left and right are, you know. That might affect box shadow a tiny bit, but then if we do our color, right, of white, let's get our diff going. Let's move our box shadow around. It's going to be like 170 right there. And what I could actually do is do 160 and then do 160 and then, oh, still 170. Oh, because that's just kind of changing its size, not its position. What's changing its position is this. And then I can do 160. There we go. And we're going to do -80, 160, 170. All right. And we're not quite tall enough yet. Okay, so I do need to make it a bit taller. It's fine. It'll be fine. I was thinking of ease of -40. Let's just do that, and then I think 200, -30, -50. There we go. And let's get our border radius right. I wonder if I can get away with a 1 inch. Nope, I cannot. 30 pixels. Okay, let's see if we can get Q to work. Q works. All right, so that's the premise. I don't think the border radius is going to matter too much on the blue portion of our box shadow because it's going to be hidden by those circles. So that'll help us. Sorry, I started jumping ahead. My mind went to the actual circles and how I was going to do that, and which box shadows I should put colors on and which ones. So I figured out on the color property I want to do these, and that's why I went silent. I got distracted. All right, so we're gonna do -1s. No, not 170. Oh, like 170 pixels by 200 pixels, and we went. Oh yeah. Once I add the white, it'll be good. And then we can do like 170. Let's start with 170. It's going to need to move over a bit, so I think it's actually going to be 200 and then 220. And where's our blue? Oh. So this needs to go first, I guess. The box shadows. I always forget. Ooh. Oh, hold on there. I just highlighted that. Oh, okay. It is working right. Alright, let's throw down a comma. There we go, and there it is. Alright, let's get it positioned proper. So it needs to be 210. No, 200. Oh, right, this one. 230. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if that circle's going to cover all of that border radius that's there. That's an iffy one. Great. So the other option is to use the blur. Let's go, not blur, but make it smaller. And sometimes when you do that enough, you see how the border radius got smaller? And so then we can make this 55. That's the wrong one. 15. And 85. There we go. And now, yeah, we know it's absolutely going to hide that. So I don't want to do 15 pixels. We can do 16, but then it would get weird. I want to make these even numbers that I can reduce to like VW units and such like things. So I might do that one like 5 VW, right? And then I can move these. I need that pixel translator tool. I really do. All right, let's do another one. And this one will be negative 185 pixels for now, 215 pixels, 0, and negative 15 pixels. Right. So we lose the border radius on blur when you on box shadows when you change the radius. It happens when you expand it too. So it happens when you expand it too. But it's a bigger radius, so that's not good. It eventually disappears too because of that, but let's you know, like a circle ends up becoming a square when you expand it too big. Okay, we got that handled. We haven't styled the body yet at all, so let's throw that on there. The body's going to get its own box shadow that'll overwrite these, right? So let's go star, and we're going to say background. Got to change the background because it's got to be this. But the color property, the border, and then we're going to margin it way down into that circle, so 150. Okay. Oh, it already has some margin applied to it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, because the HTML is pushed up there. That's why. So I need negative margin on the bottom of the body to make it happen. And just shrink it. This is going to be tricky. So top is going to be like 100. Sides are going to be, let's just say 50 and then negative 50. Okay. There we go. 30. Okay. And 150. Oh, everything's... Oh, it's got box shadows. That's why. Right? Why is it pink? It's with the pink border radius. Oh, oh, I see. I know what's happening. The HTML element that I have is overflowing down. That's what's happening. Instead of because of the top margin. All right. Okay. We're getting a whole lot of box shadows there. Let's hide those by just breaking that. Okay. Let's see if I can make this happen without overflowing and a position fixed. Can I make it happen without overflowing or position fixed? That would be my goal. Okay, that's about right. It's just bringing the top down. But if I bring the top down, I expand the HTML element. You know what we can do. If I don't want margin to be what brings it down, padding top. There we go. Okay. Negative 30. bottom. 100 on the sides is good. Padding top is not going to work. $100 and 110, 20 is when it starts shoving it down. So what we need to do, a -30 margin. I wonder if, now that pulled it even lower. No. Okay. And yeah, I think I just need to do position fix because we're getting this overflow issue the whole way through. Unless, if I jump that way up, those jump way up, and I have to expand them. Do have more room to work with. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's just do position fix, get rid of this padding, get rid of this ridiculous margin, and get it done. Alright. There we go. 100 is the left and right. Let's do the 150. There we go. Okay, that seems decent. 50 pixels. 80. 20. 30. That's a lot of pixel units to change. I don't think I have the best solution. I don't know if I'm going to go for it. If you like the solution and want to go for it, great. Let's see if I even get 100%. It has not been a good week for 100%, so let's not count chickens before they hatch. I do like that I did this with just the HTML body. I think that's, you know, not the easiest thing to do. I was trying to avoid position fix. I really wanted to do it without that, but had to be done. Alright, I have two backgrounds. Oops. Theoretically, I could get rid of this background and just add a really large box shadow to the HTML. I think I could do that. So if we take that off, okay, it does. It needs to be the bottom layer. So these two are the top, so it's going to be the last one. Let's say 0, 0, 0, and then like 5 inches. Ooh, not 59 inches, and pink. There it goes. Now, is that shorter than a background? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Here's what we're gonna do. Control X. Let's remember that 300 characters right now. Let's do this right. 294. All right. Control V. 287. So it is shorter. How is that wrong? What did I do? Background's bubbling. The background is bubbling up. So that's our HTML element picking up the background because we don't have one on there. So even though it's shorter, it's picking up the background from the body that I put on it. Okay. What if we don't put a background on this? Now it's just white. Nothing has a background. So it's still just white and it has an intrinsic size. Well, to solve that is too much trouble for where we're at right now. Actually, let's just Control Z back to our working solution. Alright, let's clean it up. I'm not changing units. There is high capacity for changing the units from pixels to something like VW and percentages and all the Q's and the P's and W's, and probably saving another. There's so many box shadows in here. Let's see, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more characters this way. Like, that's significant, but it'd take me a while, a good long while. I don't feel like doing that math. I'm happy with 261. I'll leave it there. That was fun to do with just the HTML and body. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.